Now let's start with question number 5. Question number 5 says, in parallelogram ABCD, E and F are the midpoints of the sides AB and CD respectively. So these are the midpoints. Let's mark these are midpoints. We have a parallelogram. E is the midpoint of side AB, F is the midpoint of side CD. We need to prove that these lines AF and CE, EC trisect this. Trisect means it divides it in 3 equal parts. That means I need to prove these parts equal. DP equal to PQ equal to BQ. We need to prove these 3 parts equal. We need to prove these equal. Right? Now equality of parts. Remember, how do we get equality of parts? By midpoint theorem or converse of midpoint? By converse of midpoint. So we need to apply converse of midpoint. For that you need to have a line which passes through. First you need to have a triangle. Right? So if I consider this triangle APB, I have a line passing through the midpoint of the side, but it should be parallel to the other side so that it bisects the third side. So all I need to do is we should have parallel, these lines parallel. Next, if in this triangle DQC, again F is the midpoint, so I have this line passing through the midpoint, so I should have these parallel. That is, I should get AF parallel to EC. Right? How do we get AF parallel to EC? Again, go back to what is given. Given is ABCD is a parallelogram. ABCD is a parallelogram. So what about the opposite sides of a parallelogram? They are equal and parallel. This implies AB is equal to DC and AB is parallel to DC. So if these sides are equal and parallel, what about their halves, children? They will also be equal and parallel. So half of AB will be equal to half of DC and half of AB is parallel to half of DC. Which half we take? AE. This implies AE and this FC. AE is equal to FC and AE is parallel to FC. As E is the midpoint of AB and F is the midpoint of DC. So these are halves. Now one set of opposite sides equal and parallel in a quadrilateral implies the quadrilateral is a parallelogram. So this implies AECF is a parallelogram because we have this side of opposite sides, this set of opposite sides equal and parallel. So it's a parallelogram. If it's a parallelogram, the opposite sides will be parallel. So can I conclude that AF is parallel to EC? Now AF is parallel to EC. This is what we were looking forward to. Now in triangle ABPB, E is the midpoint. E is the midpoint of AB. Then EQ is parallel to AP as AF is parallel to EC. Therefore, by midpoint theorem, I get PQ equal to BQ. This is 1. Now in triangle DQC, we have F is the midpoint of DC, F is the midpoint of DC, and then I have this PF parallel to QC. PF is parallel to QC as AF is parallel to EC, so part of it will also be parallel. This implies DP is equal to PQ by converse of midpoint theorem. This is 2. From 1 and 2, we get DP equal to PQ equal to BQ. And this is what we were looking to prove. Right? Now with this, moving on to the question number 6 of the exercise. It says, show that the line segments joining the midpoints of the opposite sides of a quadrilateral. See, these are the midpoints. ABCD is a quadrilateral given, PQRS are the midpoints given. We need to prove that the line segment joining this PR and SQ, they bisect each other. We know diagonals of parallelogram bisect each other. So if I join them, I get this quadrilateral PQRS. If I prove PQRS is a parallelogram, then we know these are the diagonals of parallelogram and they will bisect. So in order to prove PRS bisects SQ, it is sufficient for me to prove PQRS is a parallelogram. And we have done how to prove a quadrilateral formed by joining the midpoints of the sides of the quadrilateral parallelogram. Question number 1, question number 2, and in some other questions also. So let us start. Proof. Join AC. First of all, construction. Join PQ, QR, RS and SP and AC. Now proof. In triangle ABC, P and Q are midpoints of AB and BC respectively. Therefore, by midpoint theorem, I have PQ is parallel to AC and PQ is half of AC. This is my result 1. Now in triangle ADC, I have S and R are the midpoints of AD and DC respectively. Therefore, SR is parallel to AC and SR is half of AC. This is 2. From 1 and 2, we get PQ is parallel to SR and PQ is equal to SR. Now children, PQRS is a quadrilateral, and in quadrilateral we got one set of opposite sides equal and parallel. So this is a parallelogram. This implies PQRS is a parallelogram. Right? Now diagonals of parallelogram bisect each other. We know this is the property. This implies PR and SQ bisect each other. This is what we had to prove, that PR and SQ bisect each other. So we are through with this. Next comes this question. In triangle ABC, question number 7, angle C is 90. Then he says M is the midpoint of the hypotenuse, mark it. Then he says DM, a line parallel through M is parallel to BC, meets this AC at D. So MD is parallel to, we marked it in the figure. Now first part that we need to prove is D is the midpoint of AC. See, in triangle ACB, M is the midpoint of AB and DM is parallel to CB given. So necessary sufficient conditions for converse of midpoint theorem. So by converse of midpoint theorem, we get D, AD equal D is the midpoint of AC. See, line passing through the midpoint of one side parallel to the second side bisects the third side. So D is the midpoint of AC. This is what we had to prove in the first part. Now second part, we need to prove MD is perpendicular to AC. Now see children, this angle is 90 and these lines are parallel. So this angle will be 90. Now see, DM is parallel to CB and angle C is 90, implies angle 1 equal to angle C equal to 90. Reason, corresponding angles. This implies MD is perpendicular to AC. Third part. Now in third part I need to prove CM equal to CM, that means join CM equal to AM karna hai. So if I need to prove these two sides equal, that means we need to prove the triangles with these two sides congruent. So I need to prove these two triangles congruent. Observe, this side is common. D midpoint proof kar diya hai, so these are equal. Right? And this angle is 90 we proved. This will also be 90 because perpendicular. Right. So in triangle ADM, I am labeling ADM and CDM, and triangle CDM, we have angle 1 equal to angle 2 equal to 90 as MD is perpendicular to AC. Then we have DM equal to DM common. Writing reasons are very important in geometry. Then we have AD is equal to CD. D is the midpoint of AC. Therefore, by which rule? SAS. SAS. So, by SAS rule, triangle ADM is congruent to triangle CDM. We got these triangles congruent, children. Now, if triangles are congruent, I got AM equal to CM by CPCT. Now, but AM is, see, M is the midpoint of AB given. Therefore, AM is half of AB. And we know AM is equal to CM. So, can I say AM equal to CM both are equal to half of AB? This is what we had to prove in this question, third part. With this, we finish off with our exercise. Thank you.